Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to automate your social media management. Now for today's video I'm going to be featuring two different workflows, and the reason why that is because there's going to be two versions of how you're going to be posting to your social media accounts. Now for the first version that I'm going to be showing you today is in instances where you want to create the post. You want to think of the idea of what you want to post. You're the one posting, and you're using a Telegram bot to send the text to each social media account, and it all gets posted all at the same time. Now the second version, this one's going to be using an AI agent. So this one's going to be having the AI agent think of what to post, check its post history, just like the X automation that we created in another video. And then just like the other one, it sends it all into your social media accounts also simultaneously, and each one is going to alert you once it's all completed. Now I know these two look a bit complicated, but don't worry, it's actually super easy. As always, I have the template to each one. You just have to what I will be doing in this video is I'm just going to show you how to set up your credentials for the different accounts. You just have to plug it in the template that you download, and then you're pretty much good to go. So I'm going to quickly go over what you're going to be needing in order for this to work. I'll show you where to get the template, and then we'll get started with building the workflow. Alright, so let's quickly go over what we're going to be using today in order for this to work. So what you will need. First, you're going to need a custom Telegram bot. So for the first workflow, where you're the one that decides what to post, you're going to be sending your post idea to a Telegram bot, and then that bot will send your text to each social media account. So you're going to be using a bot to create your bot, and I'll show you which one to use. As you're creating that, you're going to be also creating your Telegram access token. So this is going to connect your bot to N8N. And then for LinkedIn, just like other OAuth 2 setups, you're going to be creating an app, and then a client ID and a client secret is what you're going to be plugging into your N8N credentials. I'll show you how to get that. And then BlueSky, it just requires an app password. This is super quick and easy to get. That connects your BlueSky API to N8N. And then for your X credentials, just use the same ones that you used from the previous video where I made the X AI agent. If you haven't watched that yet, I'll put the link to that video in the description below. Alright, so I'm kind of excited about this. As always, I'm going to have the templates available completely for free. But this time, instead of getting them from my GitHub, I made a page here in DavTech's website. I'll put the link for this in the description below. But you'll be taken right here to this page, and you'll have all the automations that we made before, the ones that we're about to build, right here available for download. So instead of copying and pasting all the JSON, putting it in a notepad, and then importing it, you're just going to download this, save it somewhere, and then you're just going to import that right into your N8N. So it makes it a little bit easier. And again, these are completely free. So go ahead and download the two that we're going to be making today. So this one right here is the one that's going to be using Telegram, and then the social media AI agent. Of course, that one's going to be using the AI. So these are the two that I'm going to be importing, and I'll show you how to set these up, plug in all your details so you can get going with your social media automation. Alright, so this is the first workflow that we're going to be building. So this is the one that uses the Telegram bot. You decide what you want to post, you send it to your Telegram bot, and then it posts it all to your social media accounts. I'll quickly go over how this works here. So again, you send your text to your Telegram bot, fires it off to each account, and then it sends it all to the same Telegram bot, letting you know that the post has been successful. Now, to explain this merge node here, if I didn't have this merge node, you would have each of these firing confirmation text to your Telegram bot. So without this, you'll get the notification that says post successful, post successful, post successful, and it's kind of annoying. You don't want that. So I put this merge node here, so all these go into one. These 3 items get turned into 1 item, and then you just get one single notification that the post has been successful, and it sends it to the same Telegram chat that you're using with your bots. So that's basically how this works. It looks a little complicated, but it's really quite simple. We're going to start off with setting up your Telegram bot, so let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so again, like I said earlier, you're going to be using a bot to create your bot, and this one is called the bot father. So I'm going to double click on this here. Oop, I had it there. So yep, bot father. This is the username, the exact username that you should be looking for. So make sure that there's no underscores or dots or anything like that. Try to see if this works. Scan this QR code just to get it open in your Telegram if you're using a mobile device. But if you're on your computer, again, I'll put the username in the description below. Just be really careful you're not falling for any scams. So I just wanted to point that out. But anyways, once you have your chat open with the bot father, these are all my tests here. You're going to be selecting, typing /new bot. So this is the command to tell it to create a new bot. So I'm going to hit enter. And then what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be going through a step-by-step process where it tells you to put in all the information for your bot. And then we're going to do that right now here. So it says, all right, a new bot. How are we going to call it? Please choose a name for your bot. So I'm just going to call mine Zoom, just the same name as my dog, Zoom. And now it says, good. Now let's choose a username for your bot. It must end in bot. Now, the thing about this is it has to be a name that's not taken already. So if you type in a name that's been taken already, it's going to let you know that you can't use that username, and then you have to choose something else. So just make sure it's unique. I'm just going to call it Zoomy V12, just a random number, bot. Let's see if this is taken. Hopefully it's not. Done. Okay, perfect. So this is what I was talking about earlier. As you're creating your bot, you're going to get your access token here. This is what you're going to be using to connect your bot to any event. So I'm just going to copy this. Just put it here somewhere for now. I'm going to be deleting this later, so it doesn't matter if you see it. But that's pretty much it for creating your bot. Really quick. So to get started with your chat, you're just going to click on this link right here to get started with your bot. Click on start, and there you go. Your bot's ready to start taking commands. So now you want to go back into your workflow, open up Telegram or the node. That's another test one that I made, so I'm just going to create a new one here. Where's that access token? This is just for me, so I can differentiate. Zoomy2, put in your access token, save, connected. Good. You're good to go there. I'm going to go to this last one here, and I'm just going to make sure that I'm selecting that new one that I just made. And you're good to go for Telegram. That's all. That's all there is to it. Now next we're going to get started with our BlueSky credentials. This is also super quick and easy. Let's do that now. Alright, so for BlueSky, I'll go over these two nodes real quick just to show you how they work. So this first one is going to be doing something, well, it's going to create something that's called a DID. That's going to be required for the second part. So it starts a session with your account, and then this submits the post to your account. So that's how that's going to work. This one can be left untouched. You can just leave it as is, as part of the template. And then for this, what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be putting in your identifier and your app password. Now, this is different from your BlueSky account password. This is a different password that we're going to be creating in your privacy and security settings, and this allows you to connect or securely connect to your BlueSky account. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go into my BlueSky settings. So you just click on settings. you're going to be taken to this screen right here, and you're going to want to click on privacy and security. So click on that. Right away, you see right here, app passwords. So click on that. This was a test one. I was just making sure that this works. I'll just create a new one. YouTube test 2. So I'm going to hit next, and it's going to spit out the app password. Now, be really careful here. Make sure you copy it and you put it somewhere safe right away, because once you hit done, it's going to go away and then you won't be able to see it again. So I'm just going to do that now. All right, hit done. I'm going to delete these anyway, so it doesn't matter if you see them. Let's go back to our workflow. And you're just going to put it right here. Boom, right there. There's your app password. For your identifier, what that is your username. So if you go to your profile, this part right here. So you're going to copy that and paste right there. And that's pretty much it for BlueSky. You're all connected and good to go. Nice, quick, and easy. X, again, like I said, you're just going to be using the same credentials that you used from the last video that I made. Right here, I'm just going to switch it though to my personal account. That's the one I'm going to be testing with for this video. So next, we're going to move on to LinkedIn. I'm going to be showing you how to create the app and set up your OAuth 2 credentials. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, now time for LinkedIn. Now, in order for this to work, you're going to have to log in to your developer account using your LinkedIn credentials. I'll leave the link to that also in the description, but you're going to be going to developer.linkedin.com. Once you go in there, you're just going to click on, or after signing in, you're going to see this, and you're going to click on Create App right in the middle here. And you're going to go through these settings. Now I'm just going to give this a name, YouTube. I'm just going to call it YouTube Test. Now right here, I'm just going to put the URL for my company's page. So that's going to show up right there. Privacy policy page. I'm going to put that right in there. For the logo, I'm just going to put a picture of my dog. This is just a test anyway, so doesn't matter. I have read and agreed to these terms. Create app. There you go. That's all done. You're going to be taken to this page here now where you're going to select your products. Now, this is what allows you to use certain scopes for you to post to your LinkedIn account. You're going to be using two. One is going to be sign in with LinkedIn using OpenID Connect. Request access. Check the box, request access. There you go. It immediately gets provisioned, so there's no waiting period. And then the next one you're going to be using is share on LinkedIn. Request access. Check the box. Request access. And then this one as well gets provisioned. You're good to go there. Next, you're going to go to this auth tab. And right away, you're going to see your client ID and your secret. So this is what you're going to be using for your LinkedIn credentials. So I'm going to copy this. Go back to your workflow. Now for LinkedIn, let's create new credential. I forgot what I copied. Oh yeah, the client ID. I'm going to put it right in there. Client secret. You're going to click on the copy right there. And then put it right in client secret. Now, if you download the template, these two should already be unchecked. I'm going to make that modification. Other than that, your redirect URL. You're going to need that as well. So you're going to just click on this to copy. And then you're going to click on this edit button where it says authorize redirect URLs. So edit, add, paste that in there, and then update. There you go. You're all good to go there. Let's test this out to make sure that it works. So I'm going to hit save. Okay, connect my account. Perfect. This is what you should be getting. So you're going to put in your password. Sign into your LinkedIn account. Select allow. There's the app that I just created with my dog's picture. Allow. Connection successful. Perfect. And there we go. We're connected on all our social media accounts. I'm gonna hit save. And that's it. That's the whole workflow. So let's give it a test now just to make sure that it all works. All right. So let's get ready to test this out. What you're looking at here is my X account, my LinkedIn post activity, and my BlueSky account. All right. So let's go back into our workflow here. One thing I forgot to mention when we were setting this up is you're supposed to set up your name. So that's why it says forbidden here. That was my bad. You're gonna have to do that even if you're using the template. So that should be all good there. I'm just gonna hit refresh. Okay, good. Let's get this going. So right now we're in testing mode. So this is inactive. Normally, if you're inactive right here, what you're gonna be doing is just texting your Telegram bot right away directly. But because we're in testing mode, we're just gonna hit execute workflow from here, then text our bot. So hit execute workflow. It's gonna do this right here where it says waiting for trigger event. So what that means is that it's just gonna wait. It's waiting for us to talk to our Telegram bot. So we're gonna do that right here, and it's gonna execute the workflow. Again, this is only in testing mode. So let's go. This is test. All right, nice and simple. I'm gonna hit enter. Let's see how this works. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Looks like it worked all the way through. Let's go through each account and make sure that all worked. So BlueSky, refresh. This is a test. LinkedIn, refresh. Excellent, there we go. And for the hat trick, X, fingers crossed. Awesome, there we go. This is a test right there. Okay, let's go back to our workflow. As you can see right here that this last one worked as well. If you go back into your Telegram bot, this is where it tells you your text has been posted successfully. And it only gave it to us one time, which is also important. So perfect, there you go. This is a nice little automation. You just send a text message to your bot. You just simply text what you want to post, and it sends it immediately to all 3 accounts. And as you can see, it did it really quick right there. Really simple. Now we're going to build our workflow where we're using our AI agent where it thinks and creates a post for us. Let's go ahead and get that started right now. Okay, so I'm going to be starting this from scratch. So I'm just going to delete all this. I'm going to be using the template. All right, so this is a template. This is what it's going to be called when you download it from my website. So AI agent, let's double click on that. And boom. Now, at the time of recording this video, I did set it up originally with 2 HTTPS nodes. This was before an update that I did. As soon as I did the update, that LinkedIn node was available, and it's way easier. So I'm just going to use that node. You won't have to do this if you're downloading the template. I'll update it for you, so don't worry about that. So I'm just going to do that. Just connect it super quick. All right. So anyways, let's go ahead and go through this one real quick. This is going to go off on a schedule. So the way it works is you can set it up to have it either once a day, once a week, however you like. It's going to be using Google Gemini. However, you can use whatever model that you like. So this is the AI agent that thinks of the post. It thinks of the idea, and then it sends that all to your social media accounts. And the way it does that is through the instructions that you give it, and also using an RSS feed for a little bit of inspiration. So if you open this up right here, this is just a subreddit RSS feed, but you can edit this to use whatever you like. Checks the history so it doesn't get repetitive. And just like the last workflow, fires off the post to each 3. Also goes through the merge. The only difference here is that it updates the post history. So right here, it doesn't repeat. And instead of Telegram, we're just going to be using a Discord bot for the notification. This is optional. You can delete this if you don't like Discord, or you can replace it with an email notification if you prefer that. So let's go ahead and get started with that right away. It looks complicated, but again, it's super easy. So for BlueSky, let's open this up. All you're gonna do is, if you still have this open, you're just gonna copy and paste that information here. Copy, paste, BlueSky's done. X, just use the one that you created earlier. LinkedIn, you're gonna do the same thing. Ooh, actually, let me refresh because I had this open when I created that credential. There we go. So that's the one that I just created. Pick your name. Oh, for the text. This part you won't have to do in the template. Don't worry about it. That's just telling it to use the output from the AI agent. All right. Now, the other thing we're going to have to check now is this Google Sheet. Now, I'm going to be using the same Google Sheet that I created from the X AI agents. So let's open that up here. All right. So if you go here, this is the one that I created from the last video. I'm just going to create a new sheet. Sheet 3. I created another one earlier for testing. I'm just going to keep that name. That's good enough, just for testing anyways. So if you expand that post history, and it should update. There we go. Sheet 3. So that's the one that I just made. There you go. That's all you have to set it for there. And then right here at the end, you're just going to plug in your information there. These ones that are originally there, they're just placeholders. So just make sure you're selecting the sheet that you're using in the document. The rest can stay the same. Hit save. Right here, Discord. Again, this is optional, but I'm just going to use the same Zoom one that I made earlier. If you're not sure how to do this, I'll put a link in the description on the video where I showed you how to set up your Discord webhook. Otherwise, you don't have to use it. This part's optional. The very last thing we're going to have to set up here is our prompt for our AI agent. Right here. Okay, so what I did here to think of this is all a placeholder, so you're going to want to delete this actually. Click on this right here, and this just gives you the full picture. Now, to think of your prompt for your AI agent, I use ChatGPT. This is the instructions that I gave it. Good morning, to be nice. You know, you never know. Just a quick little overview here. Hey, you're an AI agent for DevTech. You're going to be creating posts for social media accounts. Use the RSS feed tool. Keep the conversation to 180 characters. At least 280 characters. Now, I just want to show you this because when you think of your prompt, you talk to ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever you like to use. It's going to spit out a prompt, but it's going to take a little bit of trial and error when you're creating this. The first few posts I didn't like. For some reason, it was creating like a really long post. Also, it was saying, "Hey, here's your post," and then that was ending up on my social media accounts. All these other weird behaviors. So just make sure you're testing it out. It's gonna take some tweaking. It's not gonna work on the first try. But anyways, after some conversations there, this was just asking it to do it one more time. After it's all said and done, you're just going to take your prompt, copy, and just paste it right in here. And that should be good. There we go. That's all there is to it. You're just plugging in all your stuff there for this workflow. Now we're going to test this out and make sure that it works properly and it works the way it's supposed to. Well, let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I got my accounts ready to go here. And for this right here, again, it's a schedule, so it'll run on its own. For testing purposes, you're just going to click on execute workflow here. let's do that now. Fingers crossed. Let's see what kind of post it sends to my social media accounts. All right, think of an idea, checking the history. Boom, boom, boom. Updating the history there. Awesome. Perfect. Let's see. So this is my Discord bot. Looks like it sent me the notification. Let's go check each account and make sure that it worked. So this is a BlueSky. Let's refresh. And let's see. Tired of the manual tasks. Okay. All right, not bad. Again, this is for testing, but tweak it however you like. If you don't like how it's its tone or anything like that, just make sure you make those adjustments. For LinkedIn, let's do a refresh. Make sure that it posts the same thing as BlueSky, because it should be the same post, and it looks like it did. Let's go to X, refresh, and there it is. Awesome. So excellent. Looks like that all worked on each account. And let's make sure that it's updating the history log so that when it continues to work, it doesn't repeat itself. So I'm going to go into the sheet that I just created, and there we go. Yeah, that's the text right there. Boom, there we go. Excellent. So that's the whole workflow. And then as I showed you initially there, the Discord notification worked as well. Okay, so there you have it. 2 versions of social media management. You can either have this version here where you think of the post, you think of what you want to put on your social media, and then send it to your Telegram bot. Sends it immediately all at once to all 3 accounts without you having to sign into each account, copy and paste the same text. Or if you don't want to think about what to post and just have no time to sign into each account, you can have your AI agent do that for you. And you can also use like a hybrid version. Maybe your AI agent can post once a week, and then you can post on other days a week, 2-3 times a week, however much you like. But there you go. I hope you found this useful and helpful as well. If you have any questions about this workflow or get stuck in any part of the progress, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll try to help you as best as I can. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like content like this. The next video I'm going to be posting is how to post Instagram. The credentials for that is quite the process, so that's going to be a video on its own. But otherwise, have fun creating this, and happy automating.